Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to BVTV. This is the Champion Estate Pennant for 2024. The midweek variety, this is round 3 action. My name's Tony Sherwell and very happy to be bringing you the game of Gisborne, representing Ballarat Highlands, up against Wangaratta, representing the Ovens and Murray region. This is end 1, 15 ends scheduled for today, a 2.5 hour time limit. To join me in the call is Bowls Victoria President Pat Schramm. Afternoon, Pat.
Afternoon, Tone. Beautiful day here in downtown Moama.
You tell me it's like this all the time, and I think I have to believe you because it's been perfect for all the time we've been here. It's scheduled to be tomorrow as well.
Autumn in our part of the world is beautiful. Cool nights and cool mornings, but glorious days.
Yeah, absolutely perfect here. So this is the match of Ethan Higgins up against Trevor Selwood. We'll go through the rinks. As we say, this is end 1. For Gisborne, it's Russell Walker, OAM, who will play the lead position. Teresa Wiley second. David Beardmore will be third to Ethan Higgins skipping. And for Wangaratta, Barbara McDonald will lead us away. Greg Braden will be playing in the second position. Gregory McDonald, 2 Gregs on the one side. Greg McDonald will play 3. Trevor Selwood will skip. As always, jump onto our Facebook page, put some comments in. Always happy to hear from you. Also showing on YouTube as well.
Tony, I believe you were given a bit of a hard time this morning in comments on Facebook.
Nothing unusual, Pat. They give me a hard time all the time, but to be fair, I probably deserve it. And sometimes I even give it as good as I get. So.
Oh, that's excellent. You stand up for yourself.
That's right. All in good fun.
Yeah,
But
very good.
There was a call from Jimmy that I couldn't beat anyone in the venue in a game of singles. Not even a newborn baby that looked to be about 2.5 months old.
Right, that's harsh.
Bit harsh, wasn't it? Yeah.
Very harsh. Very harsh.
Be a good match, but I reckon I'd just get over the
Yeah,
line.
you'd sneak in. So we're playing a fullish length here to the tee.
Playing it relatively well.
Need to learn the bowls, Tone. Teresa's bowling with a red one. She had a good length on her first bowl. Let's see what she's looking very nice there.
Yeah, lovely bowl. This is Gregory McDonald for Wangaratta.
I see there the Wangaratta Eagles.
Yeah, they've had a rebrand at the club. Which does look quite nice. They have a uniform that looked pretty questionable to most that weren't involved with the club. Used to have some music notes all over the back of it, but now looks quite spiffy with their new uniform.
There's certainly some good-looking uniforms around. Because the players have just had their short break for lunch and now got to get back into it. Lunch is well organised by Moama Bowling Club. All ready for the teams.
Yeah, it's like clockwork.
Fairly handy head for the first one of a game.
Yeah, particularly changing surfaces and changing greens and so on can be a little bit difficult to find it. They only get one trial end. So we are straight into it to beat the light at the end of the day.
Got to look after our Brad with the glary sunshine.
This is true.
Mind you, he was telling me the morning sunshine was tricky too.
Yeah, it is actually. Can be quite tricky. So a bit of love for you in the comments, Pat and Smith. So congratulations on your life membership. Pat was awarded life membership of her club, Echuca Bowls Club, on Saturday?
Yes, Saturday. Was a very big surprise, Nan. I was stuck for words. probably talked rubbish when I accepted it, but it was a fabulous night. It was totally unexpected.
Yeah, thoroughly deserved.
I am very lucky, though. I love being a volunteer, and my club's a volunteer club. And so I love the sport of bowls, so it's pretty easy to put in when you love what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. If you get to hang around your mates and you all have a common interest, life's pretty good.
Mm. Just getting settled into it. Trevor's got a distinctive bowl, so we'll remember that.
Yeah, can't lose that one.
He's got a nice line there. All depends on his pace. Very close.
Good effort.
Mm.
It's fast become my favourite player with St Kilda bowls.
Right. What happened to them on the weekend? They had a win.
Yes, we snuck in by about 6 goals, I think it was.
Oh, Jodie Fryne's feeling homesick.
Yeah, she'll be missing the Wangaratta crew and a jaunt up to Port Macquarie, thereabouts.
Great exciting times ahead though, Jodie.
Yeah, absolutely.
That hand's a bit tricky out there. If you go out too far, then it...
Can stick around out there.
Yeah. But I'm sure the players will work it out by, a couple of ends.
Yeah, they'll probably work it out quicker than it'll take me to work out everybody having blue bowls on this rink. We've got 3 sets of blue bowls. So.
Oh, one set's not completely blue.
True.
So that's helpful. Oh, still just a tad pacey. Signs falling off left, right and centre. A bit of housekeeping going on.
Let's see if Ethan Higgins can correct his line here.
Line's good, just a tad over.
Afternoon, Jake. No, this is round 3, so the way at Champion Estate Pennant works is there's 12 teams, so 2 pools of 6. They play each other once within their pool, so 5 rounds, and then the top of each of the sections goes straight into the final. So this is round 3.
Am I just allowed to say something to the chat?
Of course you can.
Yeah, Granny Annie's got her name in the chat there, and I popped over on the weekend hoping to see you, but you were home resting up. So I did have a chat to Kylie about you, Anne, and she said you're well. And I was very pleased to hear that.
Good. Yeah, watches most of our streams, does Granny Annie.
Mm.
So these 2 teams are both a win and a loss in their first 2 matches this morning, sitting 2nd and 3rd on the table respectively. So they'll be trying to get the victory and head into the halfway point. 2 and 1.
There are certainly no easy matches in this competition. In fact, in the last round, I think we had 1 draw. One match that the last 2 ends took a long time to be played because they were watching each bowl that was being played, and that was very tight when Ocean Grove got over Kahuna Golf.
Yep.
Very good bowls, all well played. Got some big voices in the background. It's always exciting, isn't it? They're certainly passionate about their game.
In the last match, we had Luke Nemeth with a very big voice a few times.
He's a big boy.
Yes, getting very excited about it. He came off, he said, was I too loud, was I? And we all said, no, it was great. And he goes, that's the best I played in ages, so I had to get right into it. I said, well, good on you.
Right. Well, he was my direct opponent in our region playoffs.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
yes, I was watching his game with interest. That's a very nice bowl there from Barbara. Just on the short side, but usable.
This is Teresa Wiley on the mat.
With the one set of red bowls, Tony.
Yeah, I'm liking. We've got a set of orange and a set of red. That part's nice and easy. The blue and aqua halved are not too bad, depending on the angle they're on. It's the sail on the navy blue bowls that's bothered me.
Oh, well.
Here's our first victim here. So this is Greg Braden. These are like a blue speckle, so they do stand out a little bit. They're not too bad.
So I do wonder how all the Deer Park heads are today. Wondered whether they had to go to work.
Well, there might have been a day off by the time they drove home last night in the bus and a couple of cars. Might have had a little function at the club, but we had the one and only Chris Green joined us in the comments earlier and thanked us for putting on a good event and said they had a good celebration last night.
Oh, that's
So
good. Yeah.
Chris was not only a star player but also the team manager for the
Yes.
Deer Park Fear the Deer Chargers that won the Champion Estate Pennant of the weekend variety yesterday. Over the top of the local hope, Moama Bowls Club, who represented Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields.
I think there was a story, wasn't there, that Deer Park didn't win last year and this year they won. The year before someone didn't win.
Ocean Grove.
Yeah, but then they did the following year.
Year before that, South Bendigo. So it'll been this rinse and repeat pattern of runner-up finish gets you the victory next year. So,
mind you, you've got to win your own pennant first.
well, there is that, but if the history books give us any guide, Moama's already won next year. So
I think there'll be a few clubs will be saying that's not a given, Tony.
I would imagine.
Not a given.
it is a really good effort to even qualify for this event 2 years in a row, let alone that amazing bit of history that says you go on and win it.
Well, let alone, I think it's a really good effort to get here once.
Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah, so... And everybody's trying their hardest. Like I was talking to the people from Portland RSL before, and they're saying they're just overawed by it all, and it's all so exciting for them. And yeah.
Nice bowl from Gregor McDonald for the Wangaratta rink. Let's see what David Beardmore can do here.
Yes, I'm not quite sure. It's very hard to tell with the angles here, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it can be. So the blue speckle is the bowl of Greg Braden, and the red speckle is Gregory McDonald. So
Two speckled Gregorys.
yep, starting to draw some patterns, making it a bit easier. Can promote
That's
this
his-
blue and aqua bowl.
That's his Leeds bowl.
Yep.
That's
They're holding a few now.
Barbara's.
Speaker players being loud on the rink. Ethan Higgins is one who can be loud.
I have heard him very loud a few years ago at Bendigo Championship Week.
Yep.
I haven't actually seen him play for a couple of years, though.
He changed clubs a couple of times and played a little bit in Metro. And plays on a permit, I think. But, been around a couple of different clubs, getting some different experiences everywhere. As we see our first blemish. Did realise late, but finds a hole too. A little bit stiff there, Ethan Higgins.
Quickly corrected themselves, the
Yeah.
person that stood in front of the camera.
Yeah, we do have a chat to them before the match, and we do ask them to remind each other, which they obviously did there. But David Beardmore got right in the wrong spot.
Well, it's very difficult when you're so excited by the match that's being played.
And day in, day out, they would stand there and there's no relevance or no significance of a camera. When you get to this stage and you're vying for a state title, I'd love to be able to bring you the vision.
And Bowls Victoria is providing the best vision available.
Yeah, we certainly are.
We're very lucky with our sponsors of our streaming service. They are...
Moama Bowls Club and Dandenong Club
Yes.
help us put together the stream. Well played, Ethan Higgins. Gets
Good.
a couple out. He's still going to find himself a couple down. And his opposing skip, Trevor Selwood, still has one to come. See this on the replay. Contact. Shunts out the bowl of Barbara McDonald. Still at least two down.
I'm lucky not just to touch the jack a little there. It
Yeah.
only needed to flick it and it would have been a totally different result.
Yeah, certainly had all the options.
Trevor can play quite confidently here.
Yep, bring in the red. Might even count himself there.
Hard
So
to
we'll
tell.
take out one, take out two, take out three. See if this gets to 4 shots.
Out with the tapes. Down and check how the knees are working. When I get down to measure now, I think I'm going to kneel on the old knee or the new knee. 4.
4 it is. Well played.
Oh, they had bowls in the head. That's what our skips always like, Tone, isn't it?
That's it. Can't argue with that. There you go. Michael Daly just confirmed that Ethan was playing at Narre Warren this season. He won the section and division premiers, losing only one game for the season, so that's a fair effort.
Right. And plays midweek under permit. Right.
It could be the other way around.
Oh, okay.
I think Gisborne is his home club and
Oh,
plays
is
on a
it?
permit at Narre.
Yeah.
but Michael will confirm that for us if I've got it wrong. But
Lots of spectators coming in. Support for all the clubs.
it's a beautiful day to get down here and watch bowls and just grab yourself a little bit of vitamin D.
Oh, it's quite warm out in the sun.
Yeah, it is. It's lovely.
I was looking for shade.
Nice starting bowl,
Handy.
opening bowl from Barbara McDonald.
Yes.
And this is Russell Walker, OAM, on the mat, who had the honour of a green being named after him the other day out at Gisborne.
Right. I think you went to the opening of that green.
I did, yeah. Russell has put in, and a band of others have put in a tremendous amount of work to get a brand new synthetic at Gisborne.
Yes.
And one of the, I guess you'd say, rewards or a bit of recognition for the amount of work that Russell put in as a volunteer in getting that synthetic, they decided to name the green after him. So
That is fantastic.
yeah,
Well, I don't know what he did to deserve his OAM, but you've got to do a fair bit to be honoured with one of them.
yeah. I think I did speak to him about that. It wasn't just bowls; it was
Right.
service to a range of organisations.
Yes.
Liam Murphy confirming Gisborne is the primary club for Ethan Higgins.
Thanks, Liam.
Saturday, Pennant, Narre. Not a bad home there for Russell Walker.
Yes, it's in the game. On the line and behind the jack, always in the game. I don't know where the big voices are coming from.
The effects microphone picks up just about everything.
Yeah. Nice handy little touch in there on his teammate's bowl. Made Barbara's bowl look really good, but it was in the play anyway. Teresa's got her line sorted. Just need to adjust the length with her next. Another effective bowl there from Greg Braden with the speckled blue bowls. Teresa's bowl, very nice bowl. Well done. I think we've got our supervisor looking over our shoulder, Time.
Yeah, we do. Sammy Rogers.
The man.
There's nothing he can't do.
I did hear that he's the techno whiz.
He's a whiz at everything. I don't think I've seen him do anything bad yet.
Oh, he's got 2 strikes with me.
Oh, yeah. He's in trouble there, isn't he? We won't mention that, though.
No,
He's a naughty
keep
boy.
it a secret between you and I.
Yeah. Chippy saying this isn't going to be a quiet match with Ethan playing. Yeah, we agree. He has this habit when he's up and about of running down the green at 100 mile an hour and jumping in the air and yelling.
Yep.
But when he's doing that, he's generally playing pretty good bowls, so it's hard to argue with it.
Yeah, that's right. And if you're young and fit and your knees work, why not?
Yeah, do it while you can. All right, Greg McDonald on the forehand, gives himself a little slap, just as if to say, I haven't quite got it out well.
Wasn't happy with that one.
And we should mention our own Sammy Rogers' father, Tim Rogers,
Is playing.
playing a couple of rinks over. He's a little bit under the weather, so he confessed he wasn't playing as good a bowls as what he would have liked. But I'm tipping by his standards, that's still pretty good bowls anyway.
Yes, yeah.
Speaking of
It's
pretty
a
good bowls,
very good bowl.
look at that.
Oh,
Just a little tickle on the jack.
a yes or a no?
Let's
Oh,
see this
here's
one.
our fantastic replay.
Tracking it a while out. Comes back. I don't think it's gone too far, so I'd say that's good enough for shot.
Oh, I thought the Wangaratta skipper Trevor was saying he had it, but anyway, we'll see.
Well, he could do, because it can be slightly more advantageous to be right above it.
The kiddies move so much more on the synthetic, the heavier kitty. I struggle playing lead with the heavier kitty. Famous for putting it in the ditch.
Nothing wrong with that if you follow it in.
Oh, yeah, but you've got to be putting a bowl down to do that.
It's not a
Oh,
bad
this
bowl
is
here.
a nice bowl.
Trevor Selwood, well played.
Over on the far rink on the western side, they'll be into sunshine soon.
Does that have much effect on the green here with a bit of sun going over? or-
Not as
Nothing
much
crazy?
as no, not as much as the old outside greens.
Yeah.
That was a very good bowl, but I don't think it got the result he wanted.
Opens it up slightly, but still down 1 to Barbara McDonald's blue and aqua halved, hence the light XG. It's been a lovely couple of days already. Of course, we've got the rest of today and then the finals, well, the final day tomorrow, including the finals. But Moama Bowls Club has had a huge crowd here. Been terrific to see everyone from various parts across the state.
They've all brought supporters with them.
Yeah, some of
Right.
them quite a few. Ocean Grove's got a huge following. Of course, the local team in the weekend variety yesterday.
Yes.
People galore.
Plenty of people here. I think Bendigo have got plenty of people too.
Yeah, only about an hour down the road.
Yeah, just over an hour, so easy for them.
Deer Park had a good crew. Warrnambool City Memorial had a really good crew over the weekend, Pennant as well. So
yes, they're keen travellers, the City Memorial bowlers.
yeah, they are. And they always find a little bit of fun to have after the day's play.
Oh, they've got a couple of absolute wags when it comes to celebrations.
They sure do.
This is a good bowl.
Yeah, well played, Ethan Higgins. Sits out the shot bowl. Nestles in nicely with it.
Is it just the one,
just
Tony?
the one.
Just the one.
Deserved more. Well played, Ethan Higgins.
Perfect pace. Oh, no. I think Gisborne are going to change the length here. That was a shorter end that Wangaratta had played, that Wangaratta Eagles. So let's see what Gisborne do. He's taken them out well back. Oh, good 3/4. So probably still fairly conservative.
Murray Braden picks up a 3. Extends his lead to 5-1 over Higgins. 2 Higgins within the one team, Alan Higgins.
Are they related?
I believe they are father and son.
I would have guessed that.
And we have Murray Braden rink over for Wangaratta. It's his cousin, I think it is, Greg Braden in this rink.
Right.
And then Barbara and Gregory McDonald might be brother, sister. So yeah, relations everywhere.
Certainly the family sport.
Gets down nice and low. Does Russell Walker. Just need that man to move out of the road of the camera. There we go.
And a very nice result there from Russell.
Lovely bowling.
Now, you wouldn't be interested in this, Tony, but Barbara's got a really nice haircut.
I was just thinking the same thing myself, Pat.
And she's got a very nice bowl coming in here too. Oh, maybe. Oh, it's still just down, but certainly a perfect line.
Laurie McDonald has just picked up a 5 to bust that one open slightly for the Wangaratta team.
Still, it's early in the ends. Good, clear instructions.
Yeah, he's got a nice loud voice and mess about with his words, just answer the questions.
It's about projecting your voice, Tony, isn't it?
Certainly is. Here we go. Jodie Fruin will clear up anything that I butchered. Maury and Greg are brothers.
Right.
So,
Thanks, Jode.
Greg McDonald and Laura McDonald are also brothers. Goodness me. Only one club in Wangaratta now, so I guess any families around the area are going to all end up playing in the same place. Just so happens there's some that are good enough to make this team and make it here to champion a state pennant.
I was speaking to a lady from Wangaratta this morning, and she said, "Oh, is Matatobre here?" And I said, "No, he's not." She said, "He has been fantastic with helping her." Now, I'm guessing it might have been Susan, I think her name was.
Team manager.
Don't know about that. But she said that Matatobre has been brilliant, particularly with the closing of the other club, and there will be some transfers being made. So well done, Matt Tobre, Bowls Victoria Education Officer and Bowls Link Superstar, transfers, organising things. Well done. Lovely to get compliments to our staff. Not sure who's holding here. I'm not sure whether...
I'd say it's the orange bowler Russell Walker, but can be...
Just can be deceiving.
Could even be 2 with the red bowl.
Yeah, so Wangaratta is playing on the forehand side, looking to just move the double coloured bowl over. Looks like the right pace. Just maybe didn't get the line that he wanted. Umpire call. I heard a rumour that Lorraine Dowson didn't have a call one day.
This is true.
But on this screen, oh yes, Lorraine's off over there. Good girl.
Yeah, she's had a few today actually, but she went the whole day without one call. There were calls all around her, but going to other umpires. But
oh, and she's doing the mirror thing. I hate having to do the mirror.
Yeah, checking on a bowl or jack on the boundary.
Quite happy to do anything else that I'm asked of as an umpire, but that mirror thing really... Oof. I shouldn't say that because...
I'm sure you'd do that with aplomb.
Bob will probably say, oh, I'm not sure should I reaccredit her, but I've got the card, so I'm done.
Lauren McDonald picks up another single. Now leading 8-1. Played 4 ends. Paul Davies saying good coverage. Go Wang, loves their new short shirts. Very clever. The old ones are a bit out of tune. They certainly were out of tune.
Well, it was to do with their music festival, wasn't it?
It was,
and
yeah.
You know, and things come and go.
They do. Unfortunately, that one should have gone a while ago. But
now it has.
I guess it's personal preference, isn't it?
Oh,
sometimes,
that's right.
Pat. Some people will say they were a good shirt.
Well, Ethan's moved his own red bowl closer. Whether it's close enough or not, I'm not sure. Trevor's certainly got a look at concentration. Oh, I've just noticed he's left-handed. What are we on, the third end?
Yeah, you don't want to find everything too early.
Oh dear, what have I been doing? Ethan will be as focused on his task. He's certainly passionate about his bowls, isn't he?
Yeah, no doubt about that.
He's been playing since he was a young age. Is it going to hold? No.
No. Well, that's away. I don't think it's going to change too much anyway, but Trevor Selwood still has one to come.
Now you'd straighten that mat tone, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
So would I.
100% I would.
Mind you, they do have it the right way. I don't like the writing upside down. I like the writing the right way.
Yeah, some people get quite particular. I was playing with someone one day who shall remain nameless, and they wouldn't have, as a little steel buckle, and they wouldn't have that at the wrong end. There was no writing, no anything.
Yes.
So just to annoy them, I was leading. I used to put it at the wrong end.
Oh.
And every time that particular skipper would get to the mat, they would swap it around.
Ooh.
It was my skipper, so it was all in good fun.
Yeah. And he understood your wicked sense of humour.
He'd have a giggle every time he got there and laugh at me. The opposing skipper was in on the joke too. So.
Oh, good.
Got to amuse myself sometimes, but it's the little things.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. I wondered whether the coloured bowl on the double coloured bowl had it, and it did.
Single to Wangaratta.
So they've got a handy lead, but it's still only 12 ends out of 45, so it can certainly change.
About a quarter of the way through, so plenty of time left.
Oops, we just changed the mat. Did we put the writing up the right way?
I don't know who this is, but somebody's just commented saying, I plead the fifth on who that skipper could be. Glenn Seditis.
Oh, Glenn Seditis. Right.
It was my little bit of fun for the day.
I think it was at Ballara.
It was at Ballara and the Vic Open.
And I think it was the Vic Open triples.
It was the Vic Open triples. We actually played okay, I'm going to say. We won our first couple and just fell to a relatively strong Ethan Fruand, who plays for Wangaratta.
Yes.
Mason Bayliss played 2 and Brad Lancaster skipped the particular rink, and I reckon we were about level with 3 ends to play or something. Ended up getting done by, I'll say 4 or 5. I actually don't know the final score, but it
fell
was
off
irrelevant.
at the end.
We were both 2-game winners, and just our skipper let us down, obviously.
Oh, Glenn wouldn't do that.
No, he actually played pretty well in a couple of games, but
I can imagine.
I was hardly going to blame myself, was I? Not when there's easy fodder to blame Glenn. He doesn't have a microphone to come back.
Absolutely.
Russell Walker's going to want to take some jack with him here.
Just a tiny slice, but...
Not lost out there.
No. So Barbara quite confidently is changing hands. Her first bowl was probably 4 foot short.
Come back to the centre line almost.
Yep, Trevor was happy with that.
Yep.
That's better, Barb, is what he called.
Doug, in this particular event, we still do use scorecards, but we also have the team managers live scoring. But we are going the way of no scorecards. There's a few events. See another lovely bowl from Russell Walker. For example, the Victorian Bowls League hasn't used scorecards for a couple of years. So we gradually get more familiar with live scoring. Mobile phone takes place of the scorecard. We save a few trees in the process and make it a lot easier on those who are administering the event.
We also save dollars, Tony.
This is true. We don't have to spend $15,000 a year on scorecards.
It's actually quite an expense. And that's just our Bowls Victoria, when all clubs have scorecards printed too. And
the phone's just so much easier.
We're getting more and more people learn how to do it and become more confident. So gradually, we're a bit slow off the mark, weren't we? We weren't as quick as we wanted to be. There's a nice bowl coming in here from Teresa.
Yeah, well played. Yeah, good little pairing, the front end of this Gisborne rink. I can't read that message, Glenn. I can only see the first half where you failed to be in the count. And we should have had a full count of 6, but you left one short.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, twice.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but I can't read the second part of the message. So
right.
It's coming through in Screwball, sorry.
Yeah, gobbledygook. So is Greg's bowl going to hold here? It's a very good bowl.
Yes. Looking for second shot. Confirmed as just one down by Ethan Higgins.
And a bowl right in the head. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Therese is back to the line and back behind, so Skip won't be unhappy with that.
Gregory McDonald just on the forehand. He'll either be trying to come up through the jack. Comes up through the blue bowl, that's okay too.
All dependent on the pace now, and it looks pretty good. Oh, it's a great bowl.
A little bit stiff, won't be rewarded with shot, but well played. See this one on the replay. Comes in, gets the jack, but then just nudges it over to the waiting bowl of Teresa Wiley.
But they've got two bowls in the head now, and it gives more options.
There's a bit of trouble over on the match between Ocean Grove and their opponents, which will be from Wimmera.
Horsham City?
Horsham City, I think it is. Yeah, you're right. But 11 zip, 5 zip, and something like 9-1 in favour of Ocean Grove. So,
come on, Horsham City, get your lunch digested and
need to pull out a few numbers.
Make them work hard.
There we go. Right on cue. They've just picked up some shots.
Yes, I see Horsham City are putting the mat down in the far rink. I think that's the Matt Flapper rink, is it?
Well, I think it is, but I can't see Matt Flapper out there. But Alan Drury is down at the skipper's end. So whether they've made a substitution or
Matt Flapper's sitting on the seat.
Yeah, okay. So there you go. They might have used this as an opportunity to play some substitutes. They might not want to change back if they keep going at that scoreline too.
So Teresa's bowl's still shot here.
I will fess up that I did put a bowl out of bounds.
Did you? Right.
Spooned it proper narrow. It was about a 17-second green, maybe a touch more. And it just kept sailing.
Was this at Ballara? Right.
Yeah.
17 seconds?
Let my skipper down. Yeah, it was, yeah.
Right.
It was actually really good. It was, you know, the green didn't look $1 million, I got to say, but it played relatively good.
Yep.
A few patches you try and avoid, but for a small little club built with volunteers, they made us incredibly welcome. They did a great job.
That's fabulous. And it'd be volunteer greenkeepers, and you've just got to admire them for all of that.
Absolutely. Small little town, you know, not a big regional centre or anything like that. They just work hard and made it a good time. Wasn't a wrong bias though, Mr. Smith. It was just no good.
Just no good.
Bit of wind, quick green, and let my team down.
I'm sure it was the only time.
Yeah, everything else was right in the front of the jack.
Now, what will Ethan be trying to do here? Because his orange bowl's in not a bad spot if Trevor manages to move things.
It's just going to cut under on that line.
I think that one's just a bit under.
Yeah. It's very similar to his
bowl. Just a bit pacier than his first, but the the line was the same.
Here we go, he's on the run.
Oh,
Trying to get the ball through onto the jack. Actually gave it a little nudge, but
yeah, just trying to
no
squeeze
joy,
it through there
no move.
because he had all of the catches in the right spot.
It is one to Gisborne. Ethan Higgins signalling he wants the mat on the tee. Jack on the tee wants to go full length. Five ends gone, Pat. 3-5. Nice close affair on the screen ring.
Yeah, and they've all had every player's had some good bowls in there.
Yeah, they have. I think everyone can be a little bit content that they're contributing. Obviously, both sides have wanted to win this one, keep their dreams alive.
Well, it's when you're only playing 5 matches, every match is super, super important. Oh, we've got Matt on the tee and almost to the tee at the other end.
Yeah, I think Ethan will be satisfied with that.
Yeah, let's hope
4 or 5 foot off.
Hope that Russell's got the mat the right way to read the writing.
Mike Watts has joined us from Aberystwyth in Wales, a regular viewer of our streams.
It's exciting to see all the countries represented, isn't it?
Yeah, we had a doozy of a day the other day. We had somebody from Vegas,
Oh,
somebody
beautiful
from the
bowl.
Netherlands,
Beautiful bowl.
people from all around Australia. We had people all over the world, and of course we had somebody on a cruise ship just off Japan
My
watching
goodness.
the stream. So
Oh, it might have been stormy, too many people in the pool, or the bar was busy.
could have been anything.
So Russell's drawn a really nice one with his first, and Barbara's line was good, but she just ran out of pace. Tony, I'm struggling to seeing you use the keyboard with your right hand. I didn't think you could do it.
Every now and again, probably making a bunch of mistakes with it too, but I tell you who's not making mistakes is Russell Walker.
2 lovely bowls.
Yeah, well played. Good
He bowled-
leading.
Let's see if Barbara can correct on her first.
I wonder if this is a bit of the strategy from Ethan Higgins. Try and stretch this one out. A lot of players favour that they've got a little bit more of a handle on a longer end than perhaps some of their opposition.
I play pairs with a skip who, when we are playing well, likes to have one long end and then one short end.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't mind that as a strategy.
Throw everybody else off. Mind you, it depends whether his lead's on.
Yeah.
His lead has more trouble with the kiddie than with the bowl.
So just a touch short there for Teresa Wiley. She'll look to add a couple of yards with her next. We'll see what Greg Braden can do.
I think he's also going to be just a bit short.
Yeah.
The change in length has certainly caught a couple of people out. Because the big question mark's always the second bowl. You need to have improved on your first.
She's certainly done that.
She certainly has.
How much can you improve?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well played. Great correction. A little bit narrower.
Certainly got more pace though. It's whether it'll hold before it.
Look at the right side of this orange bowl.
Yes, well, it's a bowl in the head.
Yep.
This one looks a bit narrow too. Very good length.
Yeah, weight's good. I think Trevor Selwood might have said they're 2 down now.
Yes.
Almost looks like 3 from that angle, but that's where it can be a little bit deceptive.
They do have the bowl at the back on the tee, so they can actually afford to be right to it. I'm sure Gregory will make a correction with his next one. David just needs to fix his grass. His length was magic.
A touch under again.
It's the third game in the day. They have been concentrating for a long time.
Yeah, and they'll start to get a little bit leg weary as well.
This is a much better bowl here from David. Oh, just slid away the very last.
2 lots of 15 ends are already in the books. We played half a dozen ends. We're on the 6th end here, so 36 ends, a few ends of roll-up. They probably played a good 40 ends today, so...
It's nearly 2 games of Pennant.
Yeah. Start to sort people out by this stage of the day.
That's right.
So a few started to shoot from the hip a little bit.
Few away with the fairies.
Yeah, more focused on a few other things going around. Ethan Higgins won't be a victim of that.
No, he's very focused.
Yep.
Oh, he's running very quickly. And that's why, as you said, Tony, he gets, when he's up and about, he follows his bowl, usually when they're pretty good, and that one was.
Sure does. I'll just see if we can move.
Brad's taken us to the other camera.
Good catching position for that bowl, but right in front of the camera. We'll see. There we go.
Good reminder there from Teresa Wiley, I think.
Yep. Got the attention. Well played.
This is the tightest match on out of the 3 for Gisborne and Wangaratta.
Ethan Higgins is going to have to be a little bit careful here. They're holding a few. He doesn't want to make this target any bigger. We've already seen Trevor Selwood have one dip at it. Pretty sure he'll be able to do the same again. Oh, he'll be disappointed with that. He's left it short. Holding 3, maybe 4.
Let's see what Trevor can do this time.
I'll back him to get this, Pat.
He's a lefty, Tone.
He had a good sider with his first.
Looks handy.
Oh, look at that. Jack
Yes.
clean. Yeah, it means 2. So 3 or 4 down to 2 up. Well played, Trevor Selwood.
He knew exactly what he needed to do. It was quite clear. Barbara's bowl sitting back there wasn't wasted at all.
No, that's right. Can't see the other scoreboard for Maury Braden, so I'll update that one as soon as we can. It was 2-6 in favour of Maury Braden over Alan Higgins. For anybody designing a bowls club, doing anything, put your scoreboards up high. Much easier.
Are you listening, Liam? 2-6 it is.
Still 2-6, okay. So
Still
they're just about to
2-6.
update the board
yeah,
as we
they're
speak.
about as 2-7.
2-7, so Maury Braden picks up a single. They've played half a dozen ends on that one.
Wade's okay with this one, just... Nice ball there from Russell Walker, just sliding through. Barbara's remonstrating with herself, but it's coming back to the line, so
Yeah, I reckon that's not a bad home.
Yes, she wasn't happy, but it's actually quite handy.
A little bit too harsh on herself, perhaps.
Well, got to set high standards, Tone.
True. We are playing for the champion of state pennant. The stakes are high enough. Here at Moama Bowls Club in beautiful sunshine, lovely autumn weather.
Mind you, it'll start to get cool soon.
Yeah, later in the day when the sun drops, we get some cooler nights and so forth, but probably not a bad thing. Those who are outside might appreciate a little bit of respite from the sun.
Though I think they've nearly all been inside, outside, haven't they?
Switch them around a little.
Yeah. Of course, our events team has done a great job of bringing it all together.
Yeah, they're doing a terrific job.
We have superstars.
Improving some of our existing events and starting new ones and generally doing the right things. There's Jimmy Whitehead, Sammy Rogers, and the rest of the team who perhaps don't get some of the credit, do a bit of the work behind the scenes. So well done to each and every one of them.
Do a lot of work behind the scenes.
They do, certainly do.
So we've got some exciting things coming up.
Yeah, we do, Pat. We've got the Novice Carnival, which will be something we've changed, turn it into a carnival-style event, which has some 600 plus entries. It's gone absolute gangbusters. So that'll start this weekend.
There's a very nice bowl there from
well
Greg.
played. Two good bowls. And then, of course, Pat, we have the over 60s carnival up at Club Barham, which is not too far away now. We use 8 or 9 clubs, I think, up in the area, but...
yes, they were still chasing clubs right at the last gasp because the entries were so good.
We increased the prize money. It was even ahead of our expectations as to how big that event's become.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be...
Playing with Gus McIsaac.
Oh, Gussie. Deputy President of Bowls Victoria.
He is.
There we go. To roll out the red carpet wherever you play it.
Oh, well, I just hope he's got broad shoulders and that he's right to carry me.
The end being put together here by Wangaratta. They're holding 3 by the looks of it.
And Ethan's just asking for a change here, and you can see exactly why he's asking for that change.
Of course, we'll stream the finals of the novice and the over 60s. So you'll get the opportunity to see some of the best up-and-comers, some of the best experienced players in the over 60s category. Well played.
That is a very good bowl.
Yep.
Could have been 3 or 4 down, and now is only, I'd imagine, 1 down.
Yep.
We get the lovely Brad to come to the novice and the over 60s.
Yes.
Fantastic.
SEN will produce the show for us, as they do so very well.
I'm not sure that quite worked the way that Gregory had hoped it would. He's had it. Oh, no. I'm telling a story. That was David. No? No, it was David's bowl. No, I lied. It's Gregory's bowl.
Come back to Barb McDonald's shot bowl. So currently 1 to Wangaratta, but David Beardmore on the mat now. Looking to wrestle this shot back.
And looks good enough to do.
Yep, well played. And that's the orange bowl of Russell Walker.
That was close to the line and behind. Wonder what Trevor's going to do here. What shot would you play, Tony?
Well, I'd probably play it wrong. I don't think it matters what he plays. He's got St Kilda bowl, so he's going to put it right on the jack, isn't he?
Okay, so he's... And he's left-handed.
Yeah. I think he's going to... Well, I would be trying to
he
sit
can
out.
get actually off that bowl. And that is a really good result.
I don't know if that's the way I would have seen it, but it was always an option.
Wow.
And I did say that St Kilda bowl would sit right on the jack at the end, so
And it did.
maybe I can see into the future.
I think back to the old story, if you got it at the right pace and there's bowls in the head, that you can make it work for you.
Absolutely right. Well played, Trevor Selwood. Ethan Higgins with that familiar lick of the hands and wipe it on the shorts or long pants.
And looks like a bit of power here.
Yeah, going with weight.
And
Well, he got one of each out.
certainly a lot of power in that drive.
Yeah, he gives it a fair roost, doesn't he?
Yeah, certainly does. And that's really interesting. It didn't actually touch the kitty.
Must have missed it by only a millimetre.
And spun the St Kilda bowl around on itself. If you tried to do that, I'm sure you couldn't.
Jodie Ferron says, nice wiki, Trev.
May have been going for a bit of cover out to the side, but didn't quite get there. .210 over on the Braden rink. What's Ethan got for us this time? More controlled weight this time.
Just going to cut under. Not happy with himself,
No,
Ethan.
not happy with
Up
himself,
the mat
but
and gives it a bit of a dust off. 2 to Wangaratta.
so I wonder what length they'll be going for this time.
Well, I think they'll shorten it up a bit. Back this way last time when Gisborne had control. They went effectively tee to tee. So
Yeah, Barbara's brought it up a bit and Trevor's standing up a bit, but...
it's kind of a medium length then,
yeah,
really, isn't it? Pretty regulation.
Yeah, medium.
Good jack roll, almost exactly to the foot. Hardly had to move a whisker.
The old get there and practice length tone, is that what you're doing?
Correct. Barbara has this unusual mannerism of tilting to the side as if to say she's missed the line, but
She hasn't missed
it's
the line.
about spot on.
And the line is very good.
Yeah, so it is.
Yeah.
If you watched her after the delivery, you think, oh, that's cooked. You know, that
Yeah,
one's nowhere.
yeah. No, we've all got some unusual habits.
But, yeah, not wrong.
We probably don't know we do some of them until you're being streamed.
I had the misfortune of seeing my golf swing on video the other day.
Oh,
Goodness me.
I think I might have seen it too.
Yeah, it was shocking. I've been told for years I've got a good golf swing.
Right.
It's the first time I've ever seen a video of it. It looked horrible. I mean, I did try and belt the cover off it on that particular hole.
You did happen to win the game though, didn't you?
I won the event and creamed a 4-iron with my next shot from
Right.
just in the light rough and made
Yes.
par on that particular hole, but it just didn't look good.
No.
Almost toppled over. I need to take some kilos off.
Might
Myself a bit of balance again.
might be to do with your age.
Could be that. Could be
You know,
that.
now that you've turned 30.
Yeah, just. Don't feel so bad all of a sudden. All right, Russell Walker's going to
Russell.
come back. I do tend
It'll
to
come back
hold
and
out
it'll
there.
be back to the line. So, you know, as we say, it's in the game. Wangaratta have certainly adjusted to the change in lengths very well.
Paul Clear saying he's first year as an over 60, so eligible to enter a few new events.
I believe you're playing with Jean Fairchild, Paul
Oh, that's a
Clare.
fair pickup to start with. Goodness me.
Yeah. Jean said she wasn't going to play, and then Paul Clear asked her, and now she's playing. Very handy.
Oh, it'll be a great atmosphere up there.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the entertainment. I'm looking forward to playing with Gus. Not so much the singles. I don't know why I entered it, but I did.
Yeah, as long as you have a bit of fun.
Yeah, I will. Pity the poor people I've got to play against, but anyway.
I'm in two minds about singles. I like it because I don't feel like I'll let anyone else down like I do in a teams event. But I'm no good at it, so I can't win.
But you get 4 bowls, Tone.
I do. I'm better with 4 bowls. That's for
You
sure.
know, that's
More
the
chance
thing,
of getting
isn't
one
it?
close.
Now, Russ, oh, no, it just tipped the bowl out to the side. I was thinking it was going to hit right onto that and move the kiddie back. Just a little chip.
Favourite's just the one
Yeah,
to Wangaratta. Could be 2.
Oh, the blue bowl's a Wangaratta bowl too.
So this will be
Yeah.
shot
Yeah,
at maybe second. That one's away.
that's a Wangaratta bowl. Blue speckled is a Wangaratta
That is
bowl.
now the one that's just come in, yeah. Oh, here we go. Jamie Hoffman saying, good to hear the Bowls Vic Prez commentating, doing a great job. This is so true.
Thanks, Jamie.
He is a nice man. We
He
met
is.
Jamie at a charity day in Heathcote.
Yes.
What would that have been? Australia Day, I think it was this year.
Yes.
So 6 months ago, well, maybe not quite, 5 months ago. And on that particular day, you organised to have a game of mixed pairs with him in the Vic Open.
He said he didn't have anyone to play with, and I said, I'll play with you.
Yeah,
And
terrific.
we had a lovely time.
You did?
We're
Played
gonna,
at Moe Bowls Club.
we did. And we're going to go and play another tournament somewhere or other when we can find something.
Yeah, you
that's
should.
Yeah.
I think you may not have been bowling for that long, like only 2 or 3
No, a
years or
couple
something
of
from memory.
years.
Yeah. But he gets my way pretty good. So.
And he's getting some pretty good coaching. He bowls at South Bendigo.
Yeah.
But I know he's been playing with Luke Hoskin a bit in tournaments and things. So not a bad coach to have.
Yeah.
Oh, well, and Brad Holland at...
former Bowls Victoria Coach of the Year, Brad Holland. So.
That's correct. That's a Gisborne bowl. It's just come in. That was David Beardmore's bowl that managed to sneak through the gathering out to the side. Oh, shout out to Mel for the photos from the weekend. Sarah's saying they look good.
She's borrowed one for her profile pic, so they must be good.
Well, she just had all her photos from Hamilton Island as her profile, so changed up. Here's the man himself.
Liam Fleming just saunters past to IC here at Moama Bowls Club, and of course the director of Bowls Victoria.
Absolutely one of my favourite people.
All around nice guy.
Always doing great work for Bowls Victoria, also for Moama Bowling Club and our community in general. He's a very community-minded person.
Yeah, he is. He's a ripper.
And looks like Trevor's got the shot bowl out. That is a very good bowl. Beautiful pace. Just sat it over. Only one, but that's nice.
Warren Downey's watching from Bundaberg in Queensland. Nice to have you watching.
Oh, what does Bundaberg remind you of, Tony? Ginger beer, rum.
Rum.
Yeah, they do a really good lemon, lime and bitters now.
Yeah, right. There you go. We're about halfway through this match, and Gisborne need to start to get a wriggle on now. Wangaratta's opened up a commanding lead on all 3 rinks.
Ethan just turned over one of his own bowls.
Trevor Selwood just asking his third, can I get under that orange? Confirmation that believes he can.
And as a left-handed St Kilda bowler,
I don't think he's going to get under that orange.
No, not with
there,
that one.
Anyway, no harm, no foul. We'll see.
The plan was there.
Does Ethan just try and draw another one? He can't really get too much more creative with this, can he?
Well, I don't think Ethan's holding at the moment.
The dark blue bowl, not one of Ethan's?
I thought...
Well, not shot. I mean, it is definitely one of Ethan's, just whether or not it's shot. I thought it was, but...
I thought Trevor sat him out.
I thought he sat it in and sat out the blue and aqua bowl of Barbara. That's got to be shot, doesn't it? Or you reckon Trevor's is
I reckon
Jack-eyed shot?
I reckon Trevor's is.
There
Yes, that's a very good bowl.
Very
Trailer
good bowl.
Kitty got 2 shots.
Couple of shots. The big shout of guts it. And run up the green. Very familiar Ethan Higgins style. We see on the replay, big jump in the background of Ethan Higgins.
Oh, to be able to jump, Tone.
This is true. So is this the start of the comeback? They still trail a 5-9. We played 8 ends, so around halfway through on this rink.
This is the closest rink, though, so maybe if they can lift, they'll give a bit of momentum, gather momentum and share it with their other rinks.
Just as we say that, Maury Braden picks up another couple for Wangaratta. 8 ends gone across all 3 of the rinks, 24 in total. 12-2, 14-2, 9-5 leads to Wangaratta across the board.
And Gisborne's gone back to the long length.
Yep.
So Matt on the tee, Kitty almost to the tee. Russell Walker will be looking to give them a good start after a really good shot by Skip there.
I'll have to correct on his next one.
He will.
They actually had a pretty good battle, these two leads.
Yeah.
I don't know who you would say has the honours. It's probably about as close to line ball as it gets.
That's right. The thing I've liked is that they've always corrected with their second bowl. So I tell people I coach, you make your second one better than your first.
Yep.
Means your brain's in gear and you're thinking about what you're doing. If you're thinking about what you're doing, you can improve. Barbara will be disappointed with that, but once again, she's got another bowl. And Russell certainly has. Right on cue.
Yeah, great correction. Little front noser. Now, we did say earlier, Pat, that Matty Flapper was sitting down and may not be playing, but he is playing.
He is playing,
just
yes.
having a little seat at that particular moment.
He was just resting temporarily.
I don't think that
Barbara will be disappointed with
that one.
herself, but
Yeah, she just
she
gives
has
herself a little slap on the sides. Come on, Barbara, you're better than that.
she has been playing much better than that, and I'm sure she will next end.
Yeah, exactly. She's been pretty good.
It must be getting cool. She's putting the jacket on out there, and as you can see on the screen, some of the green is in sun and some is in shade. It's a nice one there from Teresa. Trevor's giving a nice clear instruction. He's wanting second shot. Now, Tony, I've got a bit of a story about all of the live streaming during the Vic Open. Everywhere I've gone since then, people have been asking me about the glasses of wine that I always had sitting in the background. Everywhere I go, people say, oh, we saw you on the live stream. We saw you on the live stream. Oh, you had a glass of wine. You had a glass of wine. And
There's the one glass you would just take around with you.
it obviously was.
Yep.
But look, it's really important to support our clubs. And I just think I was supporting the clubs that we were at.
Taking one for the team, really,
Yeah,
weren't you?
that's
very
right.
noble of you, Pat. Very noble.
Here's a really nice bowl
It's a
from
nice bowl,
Teresa.
Oh,
Just unlucky.
It is a cruel game because a whisker either side of that, and that was brilliant.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, the live stream doesn't miss much, Pat. There are quite often messages sent to my phone from people saying, look at you, you know, whatever it is, sitting in the background or pretending like you're working. Don't miss much, do we?
I was supporting BV. I was supporting all our players and I was supporting the clubs with their hospitality and staying hydrated.
That's what it's all about.
In fact, yesterday, over the weekend, I said, I could only go to State Pennant in the mornings. And someone sent me a message and said, well, are you going to have wine? But no, I didn't.
Certainly not.
No, I do have standards.
I think the blue bowl's shot here, Pat, but I'm not 100%.
I thought so too.
Ethan just having a little mid-green conference with David Beardmore.
Probably a bit of a decision about the pace, really.
go backhand and get back to that red bowl to push the blue out? Or is there just not enough turn for that?
Doesn't. Well, hard to tell. I thought I could see by the stickers, but now his feet are looking the other way. Oh, it was forehand.
Definitely forehand. I just wonder whether he couldn't come down here and try and sit the blue out off the red. Not quite how that was going to do it. Orange onto red onto blue maybe, but probably the red spits out to the side. Don't know. It could look very different from the mat. It's very easy for me to say from here.
Yes, and if he was sort of playing that shot, you'd nearly think that he needed to be under the double-coloured bowl at the front. But Gregory probably didn't get enough pace on that one, but he'll be trying for a bit more next.
So David will get a second shot at this.
Still concentrating on it. No, it was not as pacey, but oops. Well, if Ethan can play the shot that they were trying for, that one could come in handy. That is a good haircut.
She wears it well.
Well, that gives Wangaratta one behind the head.
Well, actually, if we stay on this camera angle for a second, what are they playing for there, Pat? They're trying to get
hit the
orange bowl out.
No, if they hit the red, it'll hit the blue one out, and the blue one shot. So.
But the red speckle is blue speckle. They're both Wangaratta bowls. That's why I'm wondering what they're playing on that hand.
No. At least he's got a clear run now.
Yeah, opens it up slightly. We could see something different now.
Yeah. See, I'm seeing hit the red or hit the blue out, and he'll have two. Even if the red goes, because the orange will stay.
That's Ethan Higgins trying to hit the blue out.
Yeah.
Yes. But the shot was also played by Gregory
absolutely.
McDonald among almost similar territory, which
Well, it wasn't that logical to me, but must see things differently.
Yep.
See Mel going around taking photos, and hopefully the photos will be
just missing.
A good try. As good as they were from the weekend, because we were seeing in the stream, people were really happy with the photos.
I didn't see what that was. I presume it was... I presume that was just one.
Couldn't have seen it being any more. But then the other day, Sammy and I did lose a bowl in the ditch. Anything's possible. People reminded me of that too.
Oh, no doubt.
So we've got 4-12 over on Higgins and Braden. And 3:15 we've got on Kelly and McDonald. Just a few corrections to be made here. Tony's using his right hand, obviously, as a left-hander. He's working hard. Two nice starts there from Russell and Barbara. That's another lovely bowl there. Barbara's bowled well. She had one tough end going the other way before. Now she's nailed it. Russell can still work in here off his own. Yes. Got a good result. I think you've got them right now, Tone.
All except the ends.
The ends?
The Braden one is actually only
9 ends, yes, 9 ends.
They're set up differently, unfortunately, in the computer to what they are
And
live,
the other one
which
is
is making
10
things
ends.
incredibly difficult unnecessarily.
Oh, who are we blaming for that?
Don't know.
Don't know. One of our technical whizzes.
Not me, not technically whizzed.
Right, there's a lovely bowl coming in there. Oh, hard to tell from the angle whether it's just snuck up there. Oh, probably is shot. And it just fell over.
Yeah, all those photos on Facebook. It's, some good viewing, some of those photos.
Excellent. Oh, there's a bit of chuckling going on.
Sammy Rogers has circled into the house at the end of this end. Sammy's going to kick us out of commentary.
Yes, that would be lovely.
He wants to be in sooner, but
He's just got to relax and suck it up.
he just loves it.
He does. He does. It's interesting. When he first started, he used to put on his sexy voice every Friday night.
He still does, just does that after commentary.
Yes.
He's not going to be too pleased with the scoreline though, Sammy.
No.
Lives in Gisborne. Member of the club there, I'm sure. Just having a tough day. Wangaratta have played very well.
Wangaratta have. They've played consistently. They've been able to change lengths, and it's been a whole team effort. Someone's always had a bowl in there. Yes, it does look as if Horsham City having a bit of a battle over against Ocean Grove.
There's one big score, isn't there? A 21-3 after 10 ends. And that is Jenny Keep's rink, I think. It's the rink of the 4 superstar women down at Ocean Grove.
Yeah. And that's really good because they had a good win in the first game and then they had a battle in the second game.
Yeah, they did.
So to bounce back in the third game of the day is really...
Jen LaSurf, Sue Collins, Patria McGrath and Jenny Keep putting together a very good showing, 21-3 in front. Next rink over, which is Tyson Crome, is in front 14-5. And the sun is just glaring in the wrong spot on the third ring, but it's something like 6-5, so a bit of a comeback there
right
for Horsham City.
And a nice tight game.
Back to action here. This is David Beardmore on the mat.
And a bit of come on David from out in the crowd there. Doing the finger measure here to check what the story is.
Never been wrong ever.
I've practiced that at home, but I've never been game to do it in a game in case I stuff it up.
Jenny Keeprink for Geelong fans or Ocean Grove fans just picked up another 4 as well. Goodness me. 25-3.
That is a big win.
Yeah,
Well, a big
cricket
score in
territory.
Yeah, and I think that's after 11 ends.
Yeah.
So Trevor Selwood's got a good bowl coming in here. If it just sits in there, that will be the absolute. A lovely draw bowl. Now we watch the Ethan concentration, his pre-delivery routine. Looks like there's going to be a bit of power. There was a
rocket out of there.
There was a lot of power. Didn't quite get the result that he wanted. Took one out. Now a bit of discussion about what can go where.
All right, Trevor Selwood, what can you do?
Well, I think he's holding well and truly a few. It's really, he's covering the options for what Ethan can make happen. Not sure he got to where he wanted to go, but as his first bowl was a beautiful draw bowl shot.
He still contributed.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that.
Not allowed to say what? Absolutely.
Every time, the first time I was on commentary with you, I said absolutely 20 times.
There you go, I did not know that.
Well, I did. I listened to myself, and I've got this rule in my head that when I'm on commentary, I'm not allowed to say that word.
Absolutely. Righto, back to the draw for Ethan Higgins. He's on the charge.
Yes, that was his own bowl. His
Gets a high 5. So.
Yes, so they've got the one shot there. And thanks, Tony, for having me.
Thank you very much, Pat. We loved having you in.
Yeah, and I'm going to love you and leave you. And bye for now.
We shall leave you with Sammy Rogers, who's going to bring home the last dozen or so ends of this match.
Alrighty, so he go up and about. That gets them within 25, so good chance still. I like this, a bit of a team meeting. Thanks to Tone and Pat for doing the hard yards. Well done, mate. That's the best thing you've done this week. Is that up to date? Rightio, so back within 24. Was not up to date. Anyway, we got the president of the Western Bulldogs Football Club here on the mat, Russell Walker. He's not actually. Does sponsor a player or two. He reckons I need to relax the Gizzy boys. I think they need me to jump in there and actually play. There's a few missing from the winning team from a couple of years ago. A few of them are up here watching. Moved on, changed clubs, or haven't played midweek this season. Oh, what happened there? What are you doing? We're still updating the scores. Okay, is that right now? Okay, so it's... We're back within 25 now. It's out to 31. Anyway, what is interesting is out on the back green in the other section where Bendio were 2 from 2. In a bit of a struggle against Lakehead's entrance. Really struggled to pronounce that town. 22-19 was the last score from out the back on green 4 here at Moama. Could open that section right back up again if Middle Park get the win. Ocean Grove flying along. They've lead 46-16 against Horsham City. For 19-4. Lawrence McDonald against Terry Kelly. Terry Kelly's rig's been doing the damage for Gisborne this morning as well. 2 wins from 2 and a plus 29 shots coming into this one. It's all about to change, and Wangaratta, of course, they've got the windstone up here. I'm going to keep pushing for shots up in case that comes into it still. The Ocean Grove are on top of section 2 here with 2 wins from 2. Everyone else 1 and 1. Wangaratta will play Ocean Grove first thing tomorrow morning in round 4. Just sneaky on pass becomes a little bit tricky. I think we mentioned it yesterday, Arvo, in the weekend final as well, this time of afternoon. Sun just gets at a bit of an awkward angle here. Couple to Gisborne on the number 11. Too much room for Greg Braden. Draws a shot with his second bowl at the end. Still sits there. My man Dave Beardmore can set this one out. The old beardy. Interesting work life back in the day. Film director. Brad, did you know that? Who's this? Gary Kent. Oh, Timmer. He's a bit lucky to still be playing out there. They made a few changes before this game to the Gizzy lineup. Tim somehow kept his place. And they've actually been terrible. I'm pretty sure they haven't won a game. Or a rink, should I say. Davey Boy gives you another second. Play more weight than that to sit the ball through or trail the jack, no, son. Craig McDonald has left things open. Maybe I'll have another crack at it. He's all right. He needs the weight here. He's got the weight for it. Maybe enough to draw one. He goes still signalling the one down. Bowl's loaded up to pop straight out of the head though. And they've got this one surrounded. There's another man walking past who's not in the squad this time around from the one that won it 2 years ago. The Candy Man, Gary Candy. Well, here I can just to play any way he really likes of this. Just got to get on Dave Beardmore's bowl to pop the shot ball out of the head. He's close for shot. Alrighty, here's Young playing a tighter line. Doesn't have the weight to hold on, I don't think. Not in the way. Takes out going more direct. Not sure if there's been any dead ends, Brad. It's just you and I here, pal. Has there been any dead ends in this one? What's a dead end? Oh, one, you think. Okay, that might explain why they're an end behind. Or maybe time taken on the mat has a part to play in that as well. There's half a chance for old Higo. This is underneath. And from the angle we're looking at, looks like it's been holding one, but the indication after pole was played that was Wangaratta holding shot. So Davey Boy's trying to claim one here. Old Rusty's picked up the mat. Greg McDonald having absolutely nothing of it. Don't call for the umpire. Make a quick call. Please. Never mind, they've called the umpire. Well, Bobath has been looking for something to do all afternoon. He's making his way over. Find us something else to watch, Brad. This is a very unimportant measure. Let's find something else to look at. Do you have the power? Ah, yes. The old rink next door. Who have we got here? There's old Michael Rowe. Who's that? Oh, Phil Nathan. The old left-handed man. Made an appearance on 7 News, did Phil Nathan very recently. It's just not a fun fact at all, is it? You got the Grovers absolutely flying. There's the ladies' rink. They dominated this morning. Struggled in the second game. All that matters is they got the win overall. Casper John. Catch him on the way through. He's in some fine form. He's just talking about that hairstyle as well. Timmy Cromie's in the building. Looking down as BV's number 2 commentator. Just behind Brad Pavey after his performance this morning. If you missed it, Paddles on commentary. Go back to the Round 1 game this morning. Did a good job. All right, after all that, missed the result. Was won the way of the Eagles. And that makes the score on the stream rink 11-6 through 11 ends. Quite a low scoring affair, actually, if you take out the 4 Went the way of Trevor Selwood's crew on end number 2. Does a power of work, this man, at the Gisborne District Bowling Club. Russell Walker, OAM. New Tiger Turf just put down last month. Open to the public. Sherwell, sorry. Just there to open up the new green. So was our man Peter Williams what's he doing today? Oh, not a whole lot by the looks of it. Just another day. Another one to the Morris Braden rink, a few rinks over. A few Bradens, a few McDonalds in this team. As we enter that final 10 ends of this round 3 contest. It's been a big day. 2 more games, of course, tomorrow, as well as the final later in the afternoon. Ocean Grove will finish up on top of this section today. 3 wins from 3 as they are flying against Horsham City. Try and get you a score from out the back green as well, where Bendigo were 2 from 2 going into this round. Both against Lakes Entrance. Bendigo have regained the lead. They lead by 4 on the overall. Plenty of events to play still out there. Lucky Hoskins rink leading the way, leading 9-4. Gonna follow along with that one. Our team managers this week are on the live scoring end by end for us to keep us up to date around the grounds. This is commitment. Where you go? Oh. I worry about you. Brock's brother. You're not on commentary, are you? No, good, because I wasn't going to ask you anyway. Sorry. You've done well. You've had a good weekend. Playing some good bowls is Cameroon. Teresa Wiley's bowl holding the shot in this end, number 12 so far. Typed in BV on a board to try and find out some previous winners of the event, and Baseball Victoria is the first thing that comes up, so that's not good. Good attempt, just missed the underneath. And Trevor Selwood, good weight, perfect for that sort of shot on that hand. Play more than less. Right, gaps either side though. Ocean Grove have won this event twice already. Went back to back here. 2016-17 and then 17-18. A few winners out of the old Ballarat Highlands. Central Vic, Romsey back in 13-14. Of course, Gisborne won this 2 years ago. City of Frankston have also won this event twice, of course, last year and back in 18-19. No club yet to win the event, or the midweek edition, at least 3 times. Ocean Grove looking to become the first club to achieve that. A couple of handy bowls from Dave Beardmore, gives he holding a couple. Alright, so Trevor Selwood has come up with a few handy bowls in this game. Not that I've been watching a whole lot. Just heard his name from inside the clubhouse. Lefty on his backhand, arriving here. It's a pretty solid weight. Well, big chance of getting both the bowls out. Won the bowl and a piece of the jack. Oh, don't go out. Oh. He's killed the end. Good shot, good shot. Just gets a piece of the jack on the way through. So if Lakes Entrance actually had a draw in their last game against Portland RSL, so they're able to win over Bendigo at the back this evening. They actually jump on top of the ladder. Of course, it's just the section winner progressing to the final. Middle Park and Cobram with 1 win each. The thing Bendigo have in their favour is a huge shots up margin. Plus 57. 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw. So Lakes Entrance win. Fate will be in their own hands. Going into tomorrow. It's 8:30 kickoff once again. Second round starting about 11:30, and then the final around 2:30 in the afternoon. 3 more rounds of live streaming. Yeah, the old Leonard, Alan Higgins. Talk about big rakers. Well, this man is one of them, and does it well, mind you. Ripped a bowl out for one there. That might even be a couple. Get the scoreboard updated for us. Yeah, never easy, these Moama Bowls Club scoreboards to function if you're not familiar with them. We've got the scoreboard updated, but the ever steady John Evans has camped himself right in front of the scoreboard. Six, oh, just a 1. No, I know, Lee. We've got a 30-shot margin with 9 ends left, so just trying to keep sane at the moment. What can you see, Bradley? Camera Brad? A lot of green on the team totals. Is that what you're looking at? Yeah, usually contributes to a big margin like this. So Wangaratta, look out for them come tomorrow. They'll finish the day with a couple of wins. They'll have to be on their game tomorrow to beat Ocean Grove at 8:30 in the morning, I would assume. Of course, tomorrow games are still TBC, but that would be the string game that's lined up in the morning. And his shot coming in here. Yeah, a little unlucky to fall back and fill the hole. Makes it a pretty inviting target now for Wangaratta. Right idea with that sort of weight. Make sure give it a good chance to arrive. Freezer can almost play a similar shot here. Try and get to it first. Turn around the shot bowls past. Nice short on here for Albert out. Just having a look through Gisborne's winning side, midweek champion state pennant from a couple of years ago, 2022. Up here, they're only missing the 4 players. They're missing Skip, Gary Candy, and then 3 seconds. So the majority of their team is still up here. Of course, Terry Kelly was playing third to Ethan Higgins in that final, as Dave Bidmore lands a shot, makes 3, but it's a rather large wall of bowls to run into. Greg Mack just on the high side. Oh, if they get the jack, they're a heap. Dave's still looking to try and turn one of these bowls past the jack and sort of make the target slightly smaller. All right, well, yeah, only jack high weights and up on the other side of the head. It's probably 4. There's gaps on the other side, but that all of jack and then 3 bowls is all still there to be sat on. Trevor Selwood hasn't missed too many. Last 10 couple down. Killed the end. Yeah, he's not wide here. He's just holding a long way. Oh, goes eventually. Does he hang around? Yeah, he played. I was going to say he played the right way. He can probably afford to play a fraction more on that line. Plenty to sit on. Jack all the way through is heaps. Don't know if he will look to bother covering here. We'll just play yard on the forehand. Plenty to crash into and count. Turn something past where completed on the right next door. Shaking hands. I missed an end. Must have missed a few. Here you go, close here. And gets you outside one pass. That's probably 5. Handful here. Chance for Trevor Selwood. Oh, who's camped their way in front of the camera? Russell Walker. Knows that the live stream is on. All right. Fraction, what is it? Oh, maybe not. Played the same weight. Has it stopped in time to cut any out? Don't know it has. Chance for a number here. Might even be a chance to add a 6th shot in here. Take the lead on the rink. Not that that matters. No rink points available here. Just 3 points for the overall win. And then shots up comes into it as well. He's got the weight here. It's okay. Gives a big come on. Still about 25 down the overall with 7 ends left. But back in with a sneaking chance. Trying to see what the result was on the rink next door, because they're all done there. The last score we had was there being 3 ends to go. 18-8 was the final, so TK's rink did a good little job of chipping away at the margin. Left it into JD. And there's still a chance, my son. So 3 singles it was to Terry Kelly. We'll update that so we can get a true reflection of just how many there to catch up with the remaining ends. A 5 badge. So that'll tie the rink up at 11 apiece through 12 ends. And the overall back to 22. With 5 left. Big chance. We have a chance not to get through the remaining ends because there's only 25 minutes remaining in the round. Of course, 2.5 hour time limits on all our sectional play. 15 ends per rink. Final no time limit. Handy starter from Russell Walker. Yeah, comeback might be off because Morris Braden on the far rink's picked up a single. And the openers from Mr. Walker. Oh, and leaves it open, to say the least. Trees a while, another one in. Evening, Stephen Adamo. Tuning in to watch Wangaratta representing Ovens and Murray. This one pulling up short. I'll get you another score from the back green between Bendigo and Lakes Entrance for you. As we mentioned, Bendigo 2 from 2 today. But if they lose this game, Lakes Entrance will jump them into first position going into tomorrow's final 2 rounds. Lee Harris leads Kevin Downey 12 shots to 10 with an end remaining. Oh, Kev Brown's picked up the last couple ends against Gary Downey. And leads 14-8. And Lukey Hoskins' score is still 9-4, so unless they've had a couple dead ends, the live scoring's gone a bit amiss the last couple ends. Means Bendigo holding a 1-shot lead on the big board. Meanwhile, back here, 4 sixes would do the trick, and they're holding 4 here. But not for much longer. It's a handy shot. Turns it in behind the jack. Probably gets 3rd shot in doing so cuts a couple out. How's this going? Is that good sound quality if I have my hat like this? Can you hear me still? Is that okay? Yeah? Sweet. Happy days. Alright. Oh, beauty. Turn that shoulder up. I reckon it's still 2. That pole becomes a little bit more exposed now, so a bit of work still for Greg McDonald to do. It's a nice pack to play in here with a bit of weight, though. Oh, this is a big chance. Doesn't want any gap. Oh, well, it's a good shot. Gives them another one thereabouts. And on the far rink, Timmy is nowhere near it once again, and Wangaratta look to be holding a few on the crossover. Might be holding just the one, actually. Alright, so Higo chasing shots has got Beardy to play a blocker. As far as blockers go, it's not horrific, but you're still got to be raking up here on the back end. Heaps of options, get a couple of the bowls out. Can we just get both the bowls? Squash the jack out to the left is all good. I don't have anyone to communicate this with, but surely you get Beardy to land either of the bowls. Either try and land the blue on the forehand or land the red on the backhand, and Wangaratta leave Wangaratta with 1 in 6 in the head. But anyway, we move. Grego's going to change hands here. That's what we thought. A bit of weight up on the backhand. Oh, going to get some sort of result, surely. That's a pretty good effort. It's a couple of the Gisborne bowls. One out, the other in behind. It still looks like a couple. Dave Beardmore with the thumbs up. Jack has moved on the far ring. They're on their last end. They're shaking hands. The Jack got all the way through. And I think Wangaratta have still scored. So the comeback definitely off. It was a 1 to Wangaratta on the final end. So Morris Brains Rink take a 19-shot-to-6 win. He's going to draw one and be far off counting. Still leaves 2 Wangaratta bowls in the head. So they're pretty right here. See if Trevor Selwood chooses to rip one up the middle here, or he's going in surely. Can't draw anywhere. Boom. Solid weight from Trev. There's a gap here. Oh, but he didn't get it. He gets the jack up the green. And it's still one to Gisborne. Thank you, Beardy. Oh, you can look at Dave Beardmore. Still holding one. Loves it. Like it was almost half a chance to find the gap here. Just got Dave's on the way through. Squashes the jack sideways. And then it rebounds forward. Don't know if there's a chance here for Higo to land this bowl for a few. Searching for it. Just needs to let go a little bit. Oh, that's unfortunate. He gets that bowl out, they probably hold for. See what Trev comes up with. 2 ends to play, up and back after this. 15 minutes remaining. All right, long discussion there. 24 up with 3 to play. It's all important. I'm not even joking, by the way. Shots up comes into this, especially given the fact that Ocean Grove have shown no mercy, let's put it that way, against Horsham City. Still tangles on their last end over there. That ring's well down. It's about a 25-shot margin on the overall. As Trev makes his way back to the mat. Final bowl of end number 13. Yeah, that has no impact on the head, so it'll be a 1. Back-to-back ends the way of Gisborne. Couple ends left. And 15 minutes to play this round. Try and get you a score as well from out the back, as Russell Walker has Matt and Jack in hand to kick us off. They've snuck ahead on the rink.
Minutes, guys. 15 minutes until the end of round 3.
There you go, 15 minutes as well. Don't know where the rest of the staff have got to, Brad. But anyway, we'll run the show by ourselves, eh? Old McDermott and I. Sorry, was I meant to expose you like that? No, you were in the comments half the time anyway. You don't care. 11-16 SEN. Have you ever met Jared Whaley? No? Have you ever met Jared Whaley? Do you know who Jared Whaley is? No? Fair enough. Vince, always watching from Leppington. No. That's only in time of desperate need where you put the headset on. Now is not one of those times. I've got everything under control. You're doing a good work, doing God's work on the camera. Where's Leppington in New South Wales? Because Vincey Boy doesn't miss many live streams. I've seen him. He even tunes into Bowls Queensland and New South Wales sometimes. Much to my displeasure. But then how do I know that? So do I. Leppington. Not really near anything. Liverpool. Not far from Cabramatta. Western suburbs of Sydney. Alright. Not far away. Russell Walker's on the lead battle again on this end. Let's try and get your score from out the back green. Because last time we looked, Bendigo were ahead by 1 shot against Lakes Entrance. This is in section 1, round 3 action. And Lukey Hoskin eventually picked up a 2. And let's work out the overall 6 and 7, 13. So they actually extend out to a 6-shot lead now. Just 5 ends remaining on the overall. So looks more likely that Bendigo will win, but still enough ends for anything to happen. And the best man in this entire joint, Stewie White, has arrived with... What do you reckon? Are we on for a plate of this food? Oh, I think that's for players only. Never mind. Sorry. Eyes on the game. Needs a clear road. I'm just saying, because you've gone all right ever since I jumped in the commentary box. Maybe I should have been here an hour before I was. Or maybe even started things off. Chance in here to cut another in. It's a run past. Oh. The longer this end goes on, the more interesting we get. Can't catch up 23 shots, but there'll be a few cheeky power plays. Yes, Daniel, I did. Bendigo are ahead now by, I think, 6 shots on the overall. There's about 5 ends remaining out there. They're on the very, very far 3 rinks here on green 4 at Moama, so very hard for me to see a score from here. Just going off what the Bowls Now app is telling me, which you can see at home as well. If that is a game you're interested in following along. Alright, so Gisborne still holding 3 or 4 here. Colin Beardy managed to lose his phone this afternoon without knowing he'd lost it. So there you go, that's a good start for him. Out he's heading in the game. Doesn't want to touch the jack. Just misses. Does he stop in time to count? Yeah, well, it's so close that if you beat that bowl, you nearly become the shot. So a number, not a good number. See if I can get some confirmation from the team as to who we might be streaming tomorrow morning. We'd be streaming Ocean Grove in the morning, will we? 8:30 a.m. Wow. Confirmed. Ocean Grove, Wangaratta, 8:30 a.m. Set the alarm. Work out how to watch it while at work. Phone under the desk or something. Private browsing. Well. There's still a couple. Orange bowls are Russell Walker, still his shots by the look of it. We've got 9 minutes left, so just like we get 15 ends of play in. All the team are packed up, ready to go home. Good work, guys. Another hard day at it. Oh, what a shot that is! He's got up to the split. Can we get a replay of that? Because I'll be honest, I missed it, apart from the last little bit of the Bowls Flying out the head. No replay. Ah, here we go. Good work, Bradley. Here we go. Oh, this is played perfectly. Gets the split. Bang on. Russell Walker's bowls go out the head. And Gregory McDonald is very happy with his work. Why wouldn't you be? This has been a convincing victory for the Wangaratta Bowling Club. Wang. Looking to draw this one off on the forehand. See it under the orange bowl for short, I would have thought. It's coming back a fair way. Oh, oh, wow. Oh. Even Brad is shocked. Well, that was that spot that Stu and I were talking about yesterday that Kevin spends too much time standing around. That's genius, Sarah. Roger that. I like this. Phone in the glasses case and AirPods in. Tony will never catch me watching bowls in the office again. As Trevor Selwood. Shout out Troy Selwood if he's watching. A little slide off the front bowl was probably in the zone anyway. Adds another. He go racing back to the mat. Yes, Tyson Cromie pretty happy with his day work. 3 from 3. Well done, son. Back tomorrow. Didn't ask Jim Bob what rink will be streaming. Tyson will be half a chance, I reckon, to be on. Alright, Heath has changed hands here. I was going to say searching up on the backhand. He's left it short. Good line. Oh, this is all Wangaratta on the way in. He's got enough weight to punch anything up. Ooh, he's not sure if he's done enough. No idea what this is. Gonna say 2 the way of Wangaratta, and we'll still got 5 minutes in the round, so we'll get all 45 ends in. 1, that's 2. And that is short, so a couple. Wangaratta retake the lead on the rink. Means absolutely nothing. Just playing for shots up now, which Wangaratta will want many as possible, given the result of Ocean Grove. Let's go around the grounds for... We don't really have a sponsor for around the grounds. Of course, the stream is always powered by Dandenong Club and the Moama Bowling Club. Thank them for their continued support through the events season of 2024. Bill Rowley's picked up a couple last in for Lake's entrance. There's still a few ends to play out there. The margin looks to be around 4 shots the way of Bendigo. Yeah, still looks like there's 2 rinks going, although they are very, very, very far away. Barg McDonald saved the best for last here. Can she double the dose? A touch here would be handy. Doing well to get back to the jack on the backhand. It's a pretty good set of lead bowls on end number 15. Hello, pal. We've got 3 minutes remaining, so I think the far end Bendigo 4 ahead against Lakes Entrance with about 3 or 4 ends left. Middle Park back on track with a hard-fought win over Cobram, 43-35. That's in Section 1. That's the section with Bendigo and Lakes Entrance, so Middle Park moved to 6 points. Only 23 shots up. As we mentioned, Bendigo 6 points plus 57, and Lakes Entrance with a win and a draw on 4 points and plus 6 shots. So that result, things very interesting in Section 1. Of course, if Bendigo win, then it's more than likely they're in prime position to make it through to the final tomorrow afternoon. Alrighty, Teresa Wiley enough to get second shot. Bit of an interesting conversation. Keep it off air in the background. The old Middle Park Sharks. Good effort that to take out Division 1 midweek in Metro Melbourne. Some strong lineups throughout the year. There's a number of clubs. Plenty of weekend Premier level players, state players involved. Strong lineup, so congrats to Middle Park for making it this far. They'd love to go one better and take home the Champion State Pennant title as well. Also, Yates Bendigo hasn't made their situation any easier. Finished the day with 2 wins and a loss. Davey Beardmore a bit keen. That one sails on through all the way to the ditch. Kevin Anderson, a very happy man this morning. Of course, the result last night not going their way. Just mentioned a big effort to make the final up against stiff opposition in Deer Park. But he's happy because, well, he was happy for about half hour. The Rangers were getting absolutely smoked there for a little while. They got the win eventually. Beatty on the high side again as everyone comes off the outside grass greens and comes to see me. No, they're walking on by. Well, that's my timer going off. Jim, could you pass me the microphone, please? Thank you. That'll be the end of round number 3 for those games outside. This is multitasking at its absolute finest. All right, last couple bowls of the game. Jakey Cartwright. Oh, mate, the Devils squad is in the house. Jakey Cartwright. Glacier Italic in the building. Let's watch the last couple bowls of this contest. Wangaratta will come away with a win, and that's a good time for the number. What camera number is that? Number 2? Number 4. Number 4 to just hit the floor. Are we back? We're back. This is important. The rink's on the line. Not that it matters. See you, Dot. For me, I would have had Dot Evans out there this afternoon. Yeah, tough job. The old midweek selection. Here you go, on the march. Oh, really on the march. And 2 down. All right, one last quick score check before we head off here. Section 1, Bendigo Lakes entrance. 4-3 the way of Kent Brown, Brad, to Lakes entrance. +4 and 5 is 11, so Bendigo's lead is now 1 shot with 3 ends remaining. Yeah, there's still a couple rinks. There's a big crowd watching down there as well. And as soon as we jump off there, I'm sprinting out there to see the finish of that game. That is all important in Section 1. Trevor Selwood in the ditch with his previous bowl. And that'll let Ethan Higgins line up with the final bowl of the match. Going big. To be fair, I don't know what's on the respot. The respot, they've got 2 on the respot. If it kills. He's got it, and he's got the rink win. He's got the rink win. The jack's gone out of bounds. What an effort. No points on the board, but they get an extra couple shots up. That's a good hit, that. Fair play. All right, so it'll be 2-2. I have Gisborne on the final end. They take the rink 14 shots to 13. It's Wangaratta, more importantly, getting the 3 points on the board. A 50 shot to 27 victory. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. A big game. Ocean Grove taking on Wangaratta. That'll go a fair way to deciding section number 2. Thank you as always to those who have tuned in throughout the day as we continue our coverage of Champion Estate Pennant for 2024 midweek edition. See you back here bright and early tomorrow morning. Wangaratta taking the win, 50 shots to 27.